The man had everything going for him. He had an expensive house, a loving family, countless fans. He even got to do what he loved for a living. Imagine having the whole world at your fingertips, having everything you could ever dream for, and suddenly having it all stripped away in an instant. This happened to one of the greatest, most inspiring men to ever play the game of baseball, Lou Gehrig. Today, I'll be talking about Gehrig's amazing career and the courage and optimism he showed while facing a terminal illness. Lou first garnered national attention for his baseball ability while playing a game at Cubs Park on June 26, 1920. Gehrig's New York School of Commerce was playing against a team from Chicago in front of a crowd of more than 10,000 spectators. With his team winning 8-6 in the top of the ninth inning, Gehrig hit a grand slam completely out of the Major League park. This was an astonishing feat for a 17-year-old. In 1925, he became a member of the New York Yankees. Gehrig batted .295 with 20 home runs and 68 runs batted in. He was a first baseman who played 17 seasons in Major League Baseball for the New York Yankees. Gehrig set several Major League records, including most career Grand Slams and most consecutive games played. Gehrig is chiefly remembered for his batting ability, for which he was nicknamed the Iron Horse. When the Yankees began their 1939 spring training in St. Petersburg, Florida, it was clear that Gehrig had no longer possessed his once formidable power. Even Gehrig's base running was affected, and at one point he collapsed at Lang Field, then the Yankees spring training park. By the end of spring training, his coordination and speed had deteriorated significantly. By the end of April, his statistics were at the worst of his career. Fans and press openly speculated on Gehrig's abrupt decline. On May 2nd, the next game after a day off, Gehrig approached manager Jim McCarthy before the game in Detroit against the Tigers and said, "I'm benching myself, Joe," telling the Yankee skipper he was doing so for the good of the team. As Lou Gehrig's rehabilitation became steadily worse, he stumbled over curbs, mishandled fielding plays, he even fell while running the bases. His wife Eleanor called the famed Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota. Her car was transferred to Charles William Mayo, who had been following Gehrig's career and his mysterious loss of strength. Mayo found that Lou Gehrig had a disease called amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, a disease in which your neurons shut down completely. In other words, he was terminally ill. The prognosis was grim, rapidly increasing paralysis, difficulty in swallowing and speaking, and a life expectancy of less than 3 years. Although there would be no impairment of mental functions, most people would handle this tragic news much differently. Gehrig remained optimistic and grateful for the life he had been given, and for this, he has earned my utmost respect. On June 21st, the New York Yankees announced Gehrig's retirement and proclaimed July 4th, 1939, Lou Gehrig Appreciation Day at Yankee Stadium. Manager Joe McCarthy, as well as teammates such as Babe Ruth, spoke about Lou's legendary life and what an extraordinary man he was. It was an extremely emotional and touching ceremony. Several speakers were brought to tears. Finally, after everyone was through, Lou Gehrig addressed the crowd. He gave a legendary and renowned speech. "Fans, for the past 2 weeks you have been reading about what a bad break I got. Yet today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. I have been in ballparks for 17 years and received nothing but kindness and encouragement from you fans. I have a family that shows me nothing but unconditional love and support. I might have been given a bad break, but I've got an awful lot to be thankful for. Thank you." Lou Gehrig's career may have been cut short by a heartbreaking and disastrous illness, but his legacy will surely last forever. Not only was he one of the most exceptional baseball players ever, but his fortitude and positivity made him one of the most inspiring athletes of all time. Despite the fact that he had to watch his practically perfect life slip away, Lou remained more optimistic than most people in the world. And for this, he will be admired forever.